Rabbit punch, the sneaky strike that can end careers. It's a blow to the back of the head or neck that can cause serious brain trauma or paralysis. Just ask Pritchard Cullen, who was left in a coma for 221 days after a devastating rabbit punch from Terrell Williams in 2015. 1. This move is banned for a damn good reason. Kidney punch, the body snatcher that leaves you hunched over in agony. Sure, boxers aim for the body all the time, but a low blow to the kidneys, that's a whole different level of pain. These punches can cause serious internal damage and even kidney failure. Bam! No wonder they're outlawed. Just ask the fighters who faced off against Jack Dempsey and his infamous kidney shots back in the 1920s. Holding and hitting, the clinch trap that turns defense into offense. Imagine being tied up in a clinch, thinking you're safe, only to have your opponent start pummeling you with the other hand. It's a dirty tactic that restricts movement and allows for cheap shots. Even Muhammad Ali was guilty of excessive holding and hitting in his 1971 fight of the century against Joe Frazier. Low blow, the crotch shot that takes the wind out of your sails. Accidental or not, a punch below the belt can stop a fight dead in its tracks. Protective cups can only do so much against the excruciating pain of a well-placed low blow. Ouch. It's the ultimate unspoken rule. Keep it above the waist, fellas. Headbutt, the skull-to-skull contact that can crack more than just the case. Intentional or not, a clash of heads can cause serious damage like cuts, bruises, and even fractures. Just ask Vitaly Klitschko, who suffered a fight-ending gash from a headbutt by Lennox Lewis in 2003. Crack. When heads collide, it's never a pretty sight. Gouge, the dirty digit that can leave you seeing double. Pressing, poking, clawing at your opponent's eyes. It's the ultimate dirty move that can cause permanent vision damage or even blindness. Luke Gutierrez learned this the hard way in 1990 when he was disqualified for repeatedly gouging Tony Lopez's eyes. Kick, the leg strike that belongs in the dojo, not the ring. Kicks can cause devastating damage to legs, knees, and heads. That's why they're strictly forbidden in boxing. Thwack. But that didn't stop welterweight champ Fritzy Stivic from getting footloose against Henry Armstrong in 1940, kicking his way to a dirty victory. Elbow, the pointed pummeler that can slice and dice. Elbows are the undercover bone crushers that can cause cuts, fractures, and concussions with a single blow. Slice. Hazem Rahman found out the hard way when a brutal elbow from Evander Holyfield opened out a fight-ending gash in 2002. Clubbing, the naughty knuckle that turns boxing gloves into bludgeons. This sneaky tactic involves hitting with the hard, bony part of the glove instead of the padded part. Bernard Hopkins was the king of clubbing, using it to batter Felix Trinidad in 2001 and secure a TKO victory. Spinning backfist, the roundabout rocket that looks flashy but ends badly. This 360-degree punch generates crazy power, but leaves you wide open for a counterpunch. Swish. James Toney found that out the hard way in 2006 when he spun himself right into a foul against Samuel Peter. Excessive pushing, the bully technique that turns boxing into sumo wrestling. A little clinch and shove is part of the game, but excessive pushing can wear your opponent down and sap their strength. Heave. Muhammad Ali was notorious for his excessive pushing in the fight of the century against Joe Frazier. Forearm, the club strike that hits like a crowbar. Using the hard, bony part of your forearm to deliver a blow is a surefire way to cause damage, but it's also a surefire way to lose points or even the match. Smack. Victor Ortiz learned this lesson in 2011 when his blatant forearm to Floyd Mayweather's face cost him a point, and ultimately the fight. Shoulder strike, the body check that belongs on the ice, not in the ring. Ramming your rock-hard shoulder into your opponent's face can rattle their brain and even break their nose. Slam. Nassim Hamed used this dirty trick against Manuel Calvo in 2001, turning the boxing match into a hockey brawl. Spitting, the loogie launcher that brings a whole new meaning to throwing in the towel. Spitting on your opponent is the ultimate sign of disrespect, not to mention unsanitary. Splat. Paul Engel found this out the hard way in 2001 when he was disqualified for using his mouth for more than just his mouthpiece. So there you have it, folks. The dirtiest, most dangerous moves in the boxing world. From rabbit punches to headbutts, kidney shots to low blows, these techniques have no place in the sweet science. Remember, boxing is about skill, not dirty tricks. Keep it clean, keep it sportsmanlike, and save the rough stuff for the alley.